Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. So good to be with you again. Hope everyone had a lovely weekend and that you're appreciating being here together on Monday, 12:30 Eastern in the eastern part of the United States, 9:30 Pacific on the west coast of America, early evening in Europe, and so forth. I think it's pretty late at night in Australia, but I wonder if anyone in Australia is tuned in live this evening. So, some good things to get into today, and I intend to have some interactive space to connect with you as well. And let's start with a little meditation today. So, we're just gonna take some slow, deep breaths. And we're just gonna allow whatever thoughts arise to be as they are, whatever feelings arise to be as they are, whatever sensory perceptions, internal sensory perceptions that arise, whatever external sensory perceptions arise. Everything to be as it is, to pass through like white puffy clouds passing through the infinite blue sky. The thoughts, the feelings, the sensations, the perceptions, they're like the white puffy clouds. We, the infinite essence of who we are, is like the infinite blue sky that doesn't come or go, while all that's in the temporal world of form comes and goes, appears and disappears, arises and falls. And we, in our meditative practice, are forging an unconditional relationship with this moment, an unconditional relationship with this moment. Because if you can form an unconditional relationship with this moment, then you have forged the essence of what is known as unconditional love. Unconditional love only starts in one place and ends in one place. The beginning, the middle, and the end are all in one place, and that's this moment. So the space to practice unconditional love is always in our full embrace of this moment, right here and right now. So we're going to take a couple of minutes of silent time together to be with this moment. Close your eyes if your eyes are open. Pay attention to your breath. Slow, deep breaths. Slow, deep breaths. The breath, as the ancient teachings of yoga have taught us, and other teachings around the world, is the essential element of connecting to our source on a physical level. Something that needs to be accomplished right now, nothing that needs to be done. There's no doing it right or doing it wrong. It's no need to make any struggle or effort, just relaxing into awareness, relaxing into presence, relaxing into the awareness that is ever present. That is the essence of who we are. That is the essence of a tree, of a cloud, of a flower, of your lover, your children, your parents, and yourself. Amidst all that's changing, all that's appearing and disappearing, we're attuning, we're bringing into awareness that which is unchanging, that which is formless, shapeless, boundless. And in this awareness of the boundless, shapeless, formless essence of who we are, what traditionally has been called spirit, or being spiritual, there's a love that naturally emerges. There's a freedom, an infinite freedom that's brought into awareness. There's a boundless depth of peace and empowerment. So let's take a couple moments to just be together, fully, deeply be together. And to notice that in being together, what's here is enough. We are enough. In fact, we are more than enough. In fact, we're almost overwhelmingly enough. All the sense of striving to reach fulfillment, of trying to get someplace in the future to reach fulfillment, the looking, the searching, the seeking, all of it is beautiful, but the truth is, as well, at the same time of appreciating the beauty of all of that stretching and searching and seeking and striving and efforting, the awakening is that the fulfillment is here and now and always. Was, is, and shall be here and now, regardless of what comes or goes, regardless of any seeking, striving, efforting, looking, searching, seeking. The fulfillment is always and forever here and now, resting into the infinite essence, the spaciousness, the silence, the stillness that's here, regardless of the temporary conditions. Take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. When you're ready, you can open your eyes with fresh, innocent eyes as if you're seeing life for the first time, seeing your own reflection, looking back at you everywhere you look. Nice to share this with you. Is everyone doing all right? Everyone feeling present? So I'll just say a few words in alignment with the meditation about being inwardly sourced or outwardly sourced. Yeah, there's a sense of feeling alive. It's a really interesting paradox. There's a sense of feeling at peace and impassioned at the same time. And people don't often think of those two as going together. They think of them as two opposites. I'm either in a sense of peace, and I'm sort of this kind of lazy couch potato, sort of semi-unconscious vibe, or I'm impassioned, and there's this level of like stress and anxiety and tension, and I'm really alive. But what's really powerful is when you can feel a sense of peace and passion together as one. The title of my first book is called The Big Glow: Insight, Inspiration, Peace, and Passion. So the passion comes from, well, let's start with the peace first, actually, then go to the passion. The peace comes from the sense of not having to worry about the future, not having to have a sense of anxiety about the future, not having to carry the burdens, shame, guilt, etc. of the past. So bringing us into a state of presence in this moment liberates us from this anxiety about future and past. The passion comes from the realization that in fully being present in this moment, we don't know what's going to happen next. And what before created a great sense of anxiety around the fact of not knowing what's going to happen next and wanting to control or understand, this liberation brings a tremendous sense of passion and excitement to living, to embracing the adventure of not knowing what's going to happen next. Fully being engaged in the moment allows us to have this tremendous sense of passion and tremendous sense of peace together as one. And it's a really powerful combination, because one without the other creates issues, shall we say. But when you bring the two together, when you can have a sense of passion and excitement for life, for others, for the world around you, that's grounded in a sense of deep underlying peace, it's a whole different way of living that allows magic and miracles and amazingness to emerge that otherwise wouldn't and doesn't. It's here, it's present, but we're not connected and tapped into it, right? So it's here, but it's just a matter of bringing that sense of presence, grounded in passion and peace together. Favorite meditation state? Anthony says, what is your favorite meditation state? Well, I'm going to give you an answer to that question that you may not like, but it's the truth. And I have a lot of answers to questions that people may not like, but they're the truth. And when we start living in the truth, everything starts to shift and emerge in a way that otherwise doesn't. So I appreciate every meditative state. And the thing about meditation, it's a metaphor for life, which is what I'm pointing people towards is to embrace, fully love, appreciate, honor what is, what's happening right now. Not next week, not in a few days, not in an hour, not in a few minutes, not in a millisecond, but right now. To be present with what's here. And so then, in the space of being fully present with what's here, we can fully embrace, have a sense of love, peace, freedom, empowerment, inspiration with whatever is here. We are now liberated. We're not looking for some spiritual state. We're not looking for any state. This is the state. This state right here is fullness, wholeness, whatever it is, whatever it brings. We embrace it fully, and at the same time we know that it doesn't affect the essence of who we are. It doesn't touch the essence of who we are. We're not dependent upon that which comes or goes any longer. So this freedom, this liberation, transcends even what is known as spiritual experience. Even what's known as a spiritual experience is transcended. Or you could say, and I do say, everything has the potential to be a spiritual experience. Looking at a tree is a spiritual experience. Walking down the street is a spiritual experience. Looking at the clouds is a spiritual experience. Driving your car is a spiritual experience. Listening to music is a spiritual experience. So everything has that potential, and everything is the essence of that. It just requires our eyes, our awareness, our presence to notice and to participate. Anyone else have anything they'd like to share? I just want to point out that when we're attuned in this space, that there's a connection happening. There's like a network, like a grid that's happening across the world. We're creating a field of presence with everyone that's participating, listening, watching. And in this field of presence, something powerful arises in the collective consciousness that's much more powerful than would happen by sitting around alone by ourselves. Jesus said, when two or more are gathered in my name, I am present. What we could call Christ consciousness. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate your comments and your presence and your support, not just during this new adventure, but in between the messages people are giving me and sending me. And it's exciting what we can create together here. And we're just getting started, and we're just starting to make it happen. Hi, Tots. Great to see you here. And the potential of what we can happen here is really unlimited, and it's up to us together. The one tenet I always emphasize with people whenever I speak, whenever I engage in a group, is that we are co-creating. We are co-creating everything that's happening in each and every moment. And once we start to realize that and start to notice that and start to engage in that truth, then real magic and miracles can start to happen. So may we continue to create magic and miracles in this space together. Have a beautiful, magical, miraculous rest of your day. Give this love, this presence, this heart to whoever you come in contact with the rest of the day. I'm a big proponent of hugs. Give someone a hug and share this magic with them, this presence with them. Maybe even just like a stranger on the street. Be safe about it, don't do anything too dangerous, but share this with somebody, and let's report tomorrow what we've noticed in that sharing. Have a beautiful rest of your day. See you tomorrow.